Want to pay less in taxes? Master your bookkeeping. It's that simple. Here's how. Hey guys, it's Amanda Han here, and if you're a real estate investor, I have a question for you. Do you know the biggest reason investors overpay in taxes, or why so many people dread tax season? Well, the answer is bad bookkeeping. Surprised? Well, don't be. I know it's not the most exciting topic, but hear me out. Solid bookkeeping is the foundation of tax savings, and if you're not keeping track of your numbers properly, you are not writing off everything that you may be eligible for on your taxes. In this video, I'm going to break down the biggest bookkeeping mistakes investors make and what you can do to fix them. And if you want to optimize your tax strategy and keep more money in your pocket, be sure to stick around until the end. I'll share how you can do just that. Let's start with why bookkeeping is so important for real estate investors. Better tax savings. I always say if it's not tracked, it can't be deducted. Every dollar you miss in bookkeeping is a dollar you could potentially be writing off on your taxes. Know your numbers. Your rental properties are investments. So if you don't have a clear picture of your cash flow, expenses, and profits, how can you make smart decisions about buying, selling, or refinancing? That is super important. And less tax season stress. No one wants to be scrambling at the last minute looking for receipts or trying to piece together expenses from memory. Good records means a smooth and stress-free tax season. Let's talk about some of the most common mistakes that I see investors make when it comes to bookkeeping. The first one I see all the time is relying only on property management software. A lot of investors assume that their property management software or property management company is tracking everything, but most of these platforms only record rental income and basic property expenses. They don't usually track things like real estate education or travel or business-related costs, meaning you could be missing out on some of these amazing tax benefits if you're only relying on management reports or management software. Next, many investors ignore the balance sheet. Your bookkeeping should include not just income and expenses, but also major items like loans or owner contributions or owner distributions. Example, how much money you're putting in or taking out of your legal entity. If you don't track these properly, your financials are probably not accurate. And the third most common mistake is holding onto the use of spreadsheets for way too long. Yes, spreadsheets like Excel or Google Sheets. Look, I love a good spreadsheet. I'm a CPA. But once you have multiple properties, Excel sometimes just won't cut it. That's when tools like QuickBooks or other accounting software can help automate and organize your bookkeeping. No one likes to do bookkeeping, so automation here is key. You don't want to spend your time on things that could be automated. Now I get it, we don't want to spend a ton of money on bookkeeping, so how can we keep costs low while staying organized? What are some of the best ways to stay on top of bookkeeping without spending hours and hours every week? Here are a few options. First, you can look into DIY with periodic bookkeeper review. So if you're comfortable handling your own books, consider having a professional review them quarterly or semi-annually just to catch any mistakes. Or if you just really hate bookkeeping, you can outsource it altogether. If you want to focus on investing instead of spreadsheets, hiring a bookkeeper can save you time and ensure your numbers are accurate. But most importantly, find a system that works for you. The key isn't to have the most complicated software or methodology, but it is to have a consistent system that you can use comfortably. Focus on tools that can help, but the best system is the one that you will actually use. I get a lot of questions about bookkeeping, so let's go through some of the most common ones that I get. First, what is the best software for real estate investors? QuickBooks is a great option if you have multiple properties, but Stessa, BillDM, all those kinds of things could work if you're looking for a more rental-focused tool. And the great thing is that most property management platforms are now working towards integration with accounting software like QuickBooks. It's not about what your CPA likes, it's about a system and methodology that works for you. Next question I get a lot is, what if I have multiple properties? If you do, you'll want to track each property's income and expenses separately so you can easily analyze the performance and take advantage of tax saving strategies. How is this property doing versus my next property, and make really good investment decisions. Another question I get is, what can be automated in QuickBooks? Well, bank transactions, rent payments, recurring expenses are just some of the many things that could be automated. But things like repairs, improvements, they often require a more manual review for you to kind of determine which bucket they go in. Here's the biggest mistake when it comes to bookkeeping for real estate investments: the closing disclosure. Settlement statement, yeah, don't forget that. We see this missed all the time. Settlement statements include deductible expenses like loan origination fees, interest, closing costs, property taxes. So don't miss those when setting up your books. As you can see, bad bookkeeping can cost you thousands, but the good news is it's fixable and it doesn't always have to be costly. The two key things are to have a good system in place and to automate as much as you can. And this helps you to make things easier for you as an investor and also helps you to make sure you're maximizing your tax savings and your write-offs. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more real estate tax tips.